Good morning. Happy Valentine's Day. Here's a little subtle Valentine's Day fit with a pink sweater. I was gonna wear some like red hoop earrings, but a little too much, so just went with these neutral rainbows. If you're new here, my name is Sarah. I'm a PhD student at Indiana University. I study English, specifically rhetoric. I'm in my 4th year of the program, and this semester I'm working on my prospectus, which is basically the outline of my dissertation that I'll be writing for the next 2 years. And this is gonna be a little week in my life. Hopefully a productive week as always, getting some writing done, getting some teaching done. Speaking of teaching, I have about 20 minutes before I have to head out and go teach my 2 sections of 1st year writing. Alrighty, I am back from teaching now. I don't know what I did in my sleep, but I think I slept with like an arm like that or something, because my chest just feels like so tight. And not the anxiety tight, because trust me, I know all about that. Just like physically bruised almost. So I don't know, I took Advil this morning because it was hurting so bad. I don't know if this is what it means to get old, but so be it. I need to go grocery shopping, but I came home after teaching because I'm gonna make a quick lunch and I wanted to change because my pants were really tight. I am taking one of these Trader Joe's ciabatta rolls. We don't have a Trader Joe's in Bloomington, but we stopped on the way back from Michigan. If you haven't watched that vlog yet, go watch it. And I am going to put some of this mozzarella cheese, also from Trader Joe's, and this Trader Joe's pesto. This is the best pesto in the world. And some tomatoes, and just bake it at like 400 for like 10 or so minutes, and it makes a nice little melty veggie panini. Back from Kroger, gonna do a little grocery haul, but first I went to Starbucks and I got a caramel macchiato, and I don't know what happened, but it was just, it's a strange coffee today. I don't know if they didn't put caramel, if they put like too much espresso, and I don't know if I really can't tell what it is, but something is off. But obviously I drank the whole thing. And Kroger is like in the process of changing their aisles and stuff, and I thought that they were done with that, but oh my goodness, it was just like kind of a nightmare to shop today, because I walked in and I took a picture. I don't know how good it is, but I'll put it here. The produce section was just like empty, completely empty, because they were like taking out the shelves and putting new stuff in, and I was just like, what's going on? And there were just some things that I walked up and down the store, like I was in there for over an hour and I just couldn't find it. Tofu, couldn't find it. So that's how that went for me today. Here's what we got. This was just $40 worth of stuff, some stuff for some meals this week. More eggs, milk, sugar, because Megan and I have been baking gals, and more of this like cooking spray. We also got beans and sweet potatoes, which we're gonna make with some like cilantro lime rice, in a little bowl with some Trader Joe's dill dressing. So we got limes, vegetable broth, and more of these Thai noodles. We're gonna do another half-baked harvest recipe that calls for caramelized mushrooms and onion. It wanted shallots, but couldn't find them, so got an onion instead, and some spinach and some green onions and sesame seeds. Also had to look up where the heck to find these. Had no idea they came in a container like that. And then more fried rice, because when we went to Trader Joe's, when we came back from Muskegon, they didn't have any fried rice. And that's the quick little grocery haul. We have Chef Megan in the kitchen, per usual.
I forgot you were vlogging.
Making some orange chicken. It's like vegetarian. Some fried rice and some of these little dumplings. I guess that's it. Oh, there's spring rolls or egg rolls or something in the oven. Okay, it's quite a bit later now, almost 11:30 at night. Megan and I watched Crazy Rich Asians for a little Valentine's Day rom-com, but also sort of checking 2 boxes at the same time, because I'm teaching that movie this week in my freshman writing course. We teach 2 films, and since my course is themed around multiculturalism, multilingualism, sort of duality, betweenness, this movie fits perfectly, and it's a great movie in general, but also to analyze. So I showered, got ready for bed, lathered up with moisturizer because my skin is real dry because of this winter weather. And I think I'm gonna journal a little bit before bed. So I'm actually sitting on my floor right now. That's something that I recently learned in therapy. I've been having a hard time falling asleep, just like my mind racing with thoughts, typically anxious thoughts, and rather than like journaling in bed, to just journal, put the journals away in my drawers, and then to get in bed, and that should make things feel slightly less anxious. So I feel like today I just didn't do enough. So something that I'm going to do instead of making a to-do list at night of all that I need to get done for the next day is making a list of everything that I did today. So like a done list to show myself like I actually did stuff today, to feel good about sort of productivity and stuff like that. I'm also gonna write some affirmations, some manifestations, whatever you want to call them, for tomorrow, specifically about self-esteem and stuff, because your girl's been going through it a little bit, and that'll be nice to look at first thing in the morning. Hello, happy Tuesday. It's already 3 in the afternoon. Worked at the writing center this morning and came back and had to rush home to set my computer up to Zoom student. And I'm choking on the hummus that I just ate as a snack. And I am about to drink a little mid-afternoon coffee pick-me-up. I got some new Nespresso pods in, and I'm hoping to make some progress on grading today and also on some self-care type stuff. I really need to paint my nails. Got a gel manicure and it destroyed my nails, so I need to clean those up. And I want to do a little face mask and do a deep cleaning of my bathroom. Alrighty, bathroom is all clean. Had my skincare fridge there, but I took it out because I felt like it was using a lot of electricity and it was just too clunky for me. And I moved this stuff primarily into this drawer. This is like my AM drawer. I have my moisturizers, gua sha face roller, and then here it's a little bit of a mess. But it's my nighttime drawer. I need to find a spot for these, like my toothbrush, even though I use that in the morning, obviously, makeup remover, stuff like that. I think I'm gonna do this face mask right now, and then try to fix my eyebrows a little bit, and maybe paint my nails. Megan and I are trying to make another half-baked harvest recipe with like caramelized mushrooms and some of these noodles. Obviously, it has been a lot, and I'm an idiot. I'll just say it like that. I'm just stupid, and I didn't read the recipe right, and I messed up on the sauce.
You're being a little hard on yourself. I'm not concerned.
Okay, so here is the finished product. There's some broth underneath, then some noodles, and then some of these caramelized mushrooms with sesame seeds. And Megan made some veggie spring rolls, and I'll give you an update on the taste. Okay, update after dinner and after watching 2 episodes of The Americans and a few TikToks and painting my nails, I would give this dinner on a scale of 1 to 10. Just purely on flavor, not on like ratio of flavor to work it took. Maybe an 8. I really liked it. What would you give it, Megan?
It's 5 average or a 7 average?
5.
Give it a 6.
Well, she didn't like it very much.
But it was fun. It was fun. I liked the mushrooms.
The broth was a unique flavor. I'll blame myself for that.
No, I don't think it's you. I think it's
Okay, it's 10:30. I am in the office and I'm gonna do some lesson planning before go to bed tonight. Almost forgot I had to do this. And maybe grade 1 or 2 more essays. I didn't get any writing done on the prospectus today, but that's okay. I think I will get at least an hour or 2 tomorrow. With writing, it's so hard because I feel like I need to have like hours of time set aside. It's hard just to work on it like 30 minutes here, 30 minutes there. And I thought I would get more grading done when I was at the writing center today, but I did not. So prospectus is looking a little rough these days. Starting to feel real anxious about that. Good morning, happy Wednesday. Here's a teacher outfit for today. It's a little bit warmer, it's like 50-ish out, but it's not sunny. So I'm just wearing this sort of mesh long sleeve shirt, black pants, mules, showing some of my skin today for the first time in a long time. And I just threw on this like thick cardigan that I got from the Target clearance for like $7 2 years ago. Not crazy about how the cardigan looks with it, but it feels practical. So back from teaching now, changed into a little bit of a lounging outfit. But when I was coming back from campus, I also stopped by Ulta and Fresh Time, and I'll show you guys what I got. So at Fresh Time, I just got this couscous because we really love it, and Kroger was completely out of all couscous. And I got fridges, a little crazy right now, some tofu for dinner tonight. And then I have like a scarcity mentality when it comes to this orange chicken because it is sold out everywhere. So whenever I see it, I'm like, yes, put it in the cart. I got some fun stuff from Ulta, not a whole lot because I have self-control today. I needed to get more Tula face cleanser. I use this every morning, a lot of night times as well if I don't exfoliate. It's like 30 bucks, but it's honestly the best cleanser ever if you have like oily or acne prone skin. It's really gentle, and it's the cult classic purifying face cleanser with probiotics and superfoods. So a bit of a splurge, but definitely worth it in my mind. You don't need a whole lot either. And then I got a sponge because the beauty blender that I've been using for quite some time now. And it's really starting to show some signs of wear. So this is the Morphe sponge, and I've heard really good things about the Morphe one. And lastly, I got this e.l.f. putty bronzer. I've been using the e.l.f. putty blush a lot, and I love it. So I've been wanting a cream bronzer. I tried the Ulta brand one, but it really broke me out. So I'm gonna hope that this e.l.f. one is good. I've been really into the like natural girl, clean girl makeup. Like I haven't been wearing foundation most days. I've truly been doing everything with like Merit. Like right now I just, well, I guess I filmed my getting ready routine. I have like the Glossier Future Dew oil. This is my first time using it. Laura gave it to me. Then like the Merit concealer stick, the e.l.f. putty blush, and then just some like eyebrow gel and mascara. That's what's working for me, but I feel like bronzer would help it look just a little more put together. So that was only $6. Eating some of these leftovers from last night, then I'm gonna watch something on TV and get to writing my prospectus. So on Wednesdays from 3 to 5, I work at the writing center, but I work online because it's at like one of the satellite campuses at one of the cultural centers, and they're not doing in-person tutoring because of COVID. And I think people don't know about it, so I like have never had anyone all semester sign up for my online hours, but someone just signed up at 4 o'clock. So it's only gonna be 1 hour of writing the prospectus today, and then I have to tutor from 4 to 5. And then Megan and I are going to pick up a bed frame that someone put on like the IU classified like ad space that he's giving away for free, and it's a full-size bed frame. So I was like, yeah, I will take this because we just have like the full-size mattress sitting on the floor in the office right now. Hello, happy Thursday. It's already after 3 in the afternoon. I was running super late this morning. That's just been the theme of my mornings this week. Running late, unable to get out of bed. So I didn't vlog this morning, but I worked at the writing center from 10 to 2. Came home. On my walk back to my car, I got pretty wet because it was pouring outside. So I ate a quick lunch and then hopped in the shower, and there's like few things better in this world than like taking a nice long hot shower on like a cold rainy day or a cold snowy day. So that time of year is soaking wet. I'm going to read my book a little bit, my fun book, and then I have to zoom in to someone's research talk for my department at 4:10, and I'm really happy that they have a Zoom option because that means I don't have to go to campus in this crazy rain. The book that I'm reading, I don't think I've talked about it quite yet. It's called Push, or The Push. I don't remember who the author is, but I'll put it on the screen here. I'm about a third of the way in, and I can't tell if I don't like it or if I've just really only been reading it like 10 pages at a time before I fall asleep at night. So I'm gonna give it a nice try now, and if I'm not into it, I might quit halfway. I bought Crazy Rich Asians because after watching the movie this week with Megan, she read the book. She was like, you just have to read it. So this will be my first time having watched something and then reading the book afterwards. But yeah, gonna be in my little robe, lounging around, read this book for about an hour. The Zoom meeting is done and I have sorted some laundry, and I'm gonna get started washing this because it was long overdue. All of that was inside this hamper and it was overflowing. Okay, I put that laundry in the wash. Now I'm gonna blow dry my hair using the Revlon brush just because it's a little damp still, and then I won't have to do it tomorrow morning. But I went ahead and I sprayed this Eva NYC heat protectant spray. I love this stuff. It smells so good and it's really, really affordable, and I actually think that it works. Fresh Revlon flippy feeling is unmatched. I love the Revlon. I think the key is to do it on damp hair that's not too wet. I also think you need to have a haircut with lots of layers because it was working pretty well for me, but then when I got my haircut with like especially these front layers, it's just like, this thing is incredible. For $30, Dyson Airwrap, who? Megan and I are eating salads and some homemade pesto pizza with their Trader Joe's sort of refrigerated pesto pizza dough that is so good. And we're gonna watch The Americans. I was watching some YouTube, but The Americans is what we're watching these days. Okay, it's a lot later now. It is 11:08. We watched a couple episodes of The Americans, and then I had to lesson plan. And lesson planning on Thursdays is the worst day of lesson planning because I have to tell my students their homework for the weekend, meaning I need to think about what we're doing not only in class tomorrow, but we're doing in class all of next week. So we're watching a second film, we're watching Coco, and I had to find a film review that went with that because the film review is part of the curriculum. And just that took a while to like bebop through those and just making PowerPoint and everything. I am trying very hard this semester to be a better teacher than I was last semester because I just really didn't feel like I was my best with this curriculum for freshman writing for multilingual students. I just felt like I dropped the ball class after class and I was just not at my best. So we're trying hard this semester to make everything productive and engaging and useful and easy to understand. So I think I'm going to swap my laundry again. I've done like 3 loads of laundry and I'm still not done because I just have so many clothes. I spent my whole 4-hour shift in the writing center today doing grading and working on my perspective stuff. Not necessarily writing, but I put a hold on a few different books. I was going down like the research rabbit hole of a bunch of different stuff. I do want to at some point speak a little bit more about like what it is that I'm writing about, what I imagine doing my project about. So if that's something you're interested in, let me know. I also do want to talk about what I mean when I say I go down like the rabbit hole of researchy stuff, because I feel like that could be useful. Maybe I'll catch you guys up tomorrow. If not, if that's something you're interested in, let me know in the comments. Good morning, happy Friday, finally the end of the week. Here's a little teacher outfit, wearing these green tie pants from Banana Republic. I feel like I wear them all the time. These Aldo boots with some tall black socks. This is a white cardigan from TJ Maxx, black mock neck t-shirt from Target, and I'm about to go downstairs, make some coffee, eat some breakfast, and then head to campus for a little teaching talk. Well, gonna have to scrape my car this morning, and that sucks. Okay, I'm done teaching, and Fridays on campus, everyone is just so dead inside. There's like never anyone in class. There's never anyone like walking in the buildings, walking around campus in general. And I don't know if it's because like no classes can have mandatory attendance anymore, but Fridays it's just like always pulling teeth in class, and the vibes are just, in Megan's words, abysmal. So Fridays are not my favorite day to teach. I wish that my class was just like a Monday, Wednesday class, but I'm gonna go home now, and I try not to do work on Friday afternoons, but I might just try to like power through and get like my last 4 essays graded, so I could go ahead, release those grades, and eat some lunch, and maybe I'll continue reading the book. It did get better, update, and just chill out. Maybe go to TJ Maxx or try and do something a little fun today. Cause I'm a little bored right now. Little bored of life. Drinking a chai tea latte at home because I'm a budget gal, and watching Love is Blind. Okay, it's much later now. I have barely moved from the couch, and it's like 11 p.m. wearing the same sweater as wearing yesterday. I love myself a lazy Friday. There's nothing better than a lazy Friday. Megan and I got the Owlery for dinner, which is a super yummy, primarily vegan and vegetarian place downtown. If you haven't tried it out and you live in Bloomington, what are you waiting for? It's delicious. I got poutine, which was not vegan, and a vegetarian BLT, and she got like a tofu chicken sandwich and some sweet potato fries. And I have been editing my vlog, which is why I wasn't vlogging, because my memory card was inside my computer. I was watching some YouTube videos on how to, you know, spice up my editing. So maybe you'll notice some spiced up editing in this video. And I was watching a lot of Love is Blind, not gonna lie. And I think I'm going to continue watching Love is Blind in bed from my laptop. Happy Saturday. It's already 2 p.m. This morning I had a nice little productive morning going to Kroger, grabbing a few things and making some banana muffins. They looked good and they were easy, but they're pretty dense and they didn't have a whole lot of flavor. So that recipe won't be a repeat. I think I'm gonna go downstairs, eat some quick lunch, probably just the mac and cheese or something, and watch Coco, which is the second film that I am teaching in my class, and see if we feel like writing after that, because I do not feel like working on any writing, any of my prospectus at all, but I also have tomorrow to do that. I finished Coco and that movie was so cute. Oh my goodness. I don't like love animated movies too often, but it was very, very cute. So I am gonna go upstairs and take a shower and wash my hair. I could do dry shampoo in it, but I'm actually going on a date tonight. And I always like to feel, you know, my best going into a date. So I'll take a shower, redo my hair, have some crust white strips in. I made my bed. I'm working from my bed today, which isn't normal for me, but the lighting in here is just so good at like 5 p.m. golden hour. I took a shower, obviously, washed my hair, and I'm gonna try to get some grading done real quick. Okay, here is the outfit. A little scandalous. The back is very open, but I'm gonna wear a sweater over it, and I'm just wearing these jeans, brown booties, and hopefully it's a fun time. Good morning, happy Sunday, back on the couch where I have been for so much of this vlog. I am starting off this morning by doing a little bit of free writing about my prospectus. One thing that really helps me, let me prop this camera up so I'm not holding it. Okay, here we go, much better. One thing that always helps me when I feel nervous about writing is just to start off with some affirmations, and almost always my first affirmation is I am smart and I have worthwhile things to say. I feel like so much of when I get in my head about writing is because I feel like there are way smarter people out there who have way more important things to say, and why bother taking up any space in the written world, because there are people who can do it better. But that's obviously not true. I've made it this far in grad school. I have important things to say, and I saw a quote from Bell Hooks that I do want to share. She was a very prominent Black feminist thinker, writer, person, just very smart, and a prolific writer. And the quote that I saw from her is, "No Black woman writer in this culture can write too much. Indeed, no woman writer can write too much. No woman has ever written enough." And that's something that I'm really trying to embrace. We need more writing from women about women. And that is why my writing is important. So I have talked quite a bit about this, and this is going to be probably a pretty lengthy segment, so if you don't care about like my specific research interests, feel free to skip ahead. But my research interests are a lot about embodied writing practices, and bringing the body into the writing classroom in two ways. Sort of like the fleshy body and our physical being, from like our breathing and just rhythms of the body and things like that, to the more like cultural body and how others perceive us based on gender and race and ability and things like that. But I always sort of found myself getting stuck, especially with like the physical body aspect. I was like, this can only go so far. Like, I feel like all that I can say about embodied writing practices are pretty obvious. Like, we're all aware, like, your hands are involved when you're typing on the keyboard. And it was sort of like, cool, what do we do with that? And I took a digital rhetoric class my first year here. And it was very, very interesting, but I was so overwhelmed at the time of taking it. My first year of grad school was like horrible. I was just so overwhelmed in general, that I didn't like fully appreciate the potentials that it opened up, and just how it made me like just rethink like possibilities and like the forms that writing can take. And so I'm thinking a lot about video and vlogging as a form of writing. And that's what I'm currently working through, how we can teach students embodied writing practices through video, specifically vlogging. My secondary interest that's sort of always been there is also like the idea of like feminine writing practices, which I feel are different from feminist. Like feminist is like advocating for women's equality and stuff, but feminine writing practices to me are inherently embodied. They make use of emotion. They very much use the first person. They put the personal into the political, into the academic spheres. And I also feel like that's something that vlogging does and video in general does. So I just feel like video is a very good vehicle for me to talk about these things of embodied writing processes and feminine writing and stuff like that. And I'm very, very interested in like the role that emotion plays and feelings play in writing, and video feels very much in line with like eliciting emotion and portraying feelings with like the combination of sound and transitions and all this stuff that we don't have as like immediately or in the same modes in like alphabetic writing. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking about from my perspectives at this point. So I have to sort of define a lot of terms: what I mean by embodied writing, what I mean by video, what I mean by feminine writing practices, what I mean by writing in general. And I have to lay out an outline of what I think my 4 chapters in my dissertation will be. All dissertations are 4 chapters for the most part in English. And that's really where I'm getting stuck. So I'm just trying to do like the intro for now. But it's really hard because I don't have definitive claims, because I haven't experimented with teaching students how to use video. So right now my claims are like, I want to explore how we do this and like the benefits of that. Another sort of background piece for this is I think a lot about women's bodies as sort of like always being objects of public display. That's just what it means to be a woman in the world. And so I think by like using embodied writing practices, we are inherently just like capitalizing on that and like reclaiming that, our bodies as public places, through vlogs and TikToks and other forms of video. We are choosing how they're displayed, and it's more gentle and it's empowering. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's like the deep dark stuff up there. But yeah, these thoughts would never be possible if I didn't start vlogging and if I didn't enjoy it, because in part I get to talk to you all, and I've had really interesting conversations through email, DMs, comments, stuff like that with you all. So yeah, long way of saying thank you for supporting my channel, and I'm curious to know if you listen to this chat what you think. But now it's time to actually start writing, so time to get down to it. Okay, it's about 2:45 in the afternoon and it's a beautiful sunny day, so I think I'm gonna go out and go for a walk. Just planned my week out in my planner. I always try and do that on Sunday afternoons. It's gonna be a busy week next week. My deadline is coming up for my perspectives draft, so I got quite a bit of writing. Okay, that's not true. I got like an hour's worth of writing done this afternoon, and hopefully this walk gets me, you know, feeling good, and I can come back and put all my clothes away and then continue writing my perspectives. Back from my walk, got a little pink drink because I walked at Switchyard Park and the Starbucks on that side of town is just the best Starbucks. If you live in Bloomington, you gotta go. There's Starbucks near College Mall where I normally go. It's not nearly as good. The weather is just beautiful outside. It's so sunny, not a cloud in the sky. There were a bunch of people at the park and the vibes were just incredible. Walked a little over 2 miles, just walked for half an hour, but feels so, so good. I hadn't walked outside in a really long time, so it was nice just to get out there. Then I'm gonna put all these clothes away, probably continue watching Love is Blind. Okay, put all my clothes away, and I finally took down the old mirror that was here and put up those shelves and got everything more or less cleaned up, and I feel happy about it. It's gonna start off my week on a good note. But it is almost 7, and I really want to edit the rest of this vlog and possibly get it uploaded tonight, if not tomorrow. So I'm gonna go ahead and end things off here. If you made it to the end, thanks so much for watching. I truly cannot thank you guys enough. I love when you all comment, when you all DM me, when you all follow me on Instagram. It seriously means so much to me. So seriously can't thank you enough. If you don't follow me on social media, go ahead and do that. Go ahead and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!